Hello everybody, I'm here in beautiful Las Vegas after seeing Diamond David Lee Roth on his second night of his residency show over at House of Blues. Even wore my Eddie Van Halen Converse to commemorate the show. I'm actually staying at Bally's, which is the site of Diamond Dave's first Vegas residency. That was back in 1995. Sort of a infamous career low point for him. So I think this trip that he's doing out at House of Blues at Mandalay Bay is, the expectations are much higher. So I went to night 2 of that residency. That was on Friday night. Saw the show, great time. The band sounded really good. It was loud. And Dave seemed to be in really high spirits. I'm going to post some more thoughts later on, just some initial stuff now, even though I'm a couple of days late. The coolest thing I think of that show was just kind of the return of Diamond Dave. He had been quietly off the road. You know, he had been waiting on Van Halen's for like the last 4 years. They never wanted to go on the road. Apparently Eddie is sick. So I think Diamond felt like he's now the face of Van Halen. If he wants this music to be out there, he's got to go out and do it on his own. So he set up a residency for January and March out at House of Blues. And from what I can tell, the first couple of nights have been going really well. I had a great time at the show I went to. There's a lot of people loving it on Twitter. A lot of people giving him some crap for his voice, which admittedly is a fair criticism. He doesn't sound like the old records. But his enthusiasm is through the roof. He's beefed up the band. There's 2 guitarists and a keyboard instead of just Eddie now. So the band sounded really good. It was very loud. So while he did definitely have some vocal struggles, I think the band was able to overcome some of that. And then you just, as a fan, you just got to be a little more forgiving as long as he's showing enthusiasm, which he absolutely did. So I'm really glad I came out. The only minor complaint I guess I had about the residency is that, you know, maybe this is typical for residency shows, but there was no merch available. They said there wouldn't be any merchandise until the March dates. So I was hoping to get something from this show, but oh well, I'll have to check online later. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. He did a very strong Van Halen set mostly. The crowd really came alive when he played Runnin' with the Devil. That played really well. He only did 4 solo songs. Thankfully, one of them was Just Like Paradise. That's my favorite of his solo career. So I thought the set list was really strong, 18 songs. So I think you're going to get your money's worth, and his enthusiasm, again, was so much fun to watch. So yeah, if you're out in Las Vegas now in January or later in March, I would recommend going to see him. I think it's a good show, and the House of Blues is a great venue. It's not very big, so every seat's pretty good. And, you know, if you're a fan of Van Halen's music and you want to see it from, you know, the authentic voice, if you like the Roth era, he's the last one. So that's all I got to say now. I'm going to head out. My friends are waiting on me. I'm going to go get some lunch. And I think the only appropriate place to get lunch for Vegas week for Diamond Dave is Cabo Wabo, which is where I'm headed now. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.